sinner found in your presence. And I see you seated on your throne, exalted, your glory surrounds you. Now the plans that I have made fail to compare, but I see your glory, yeah. Ruin my life, the plans that I made, ruin desires for my own selfish gain. Destroy the idols that have taken your place, till it's you, Lord, I live for. It's you alone I live for, yeah. Hold me, and I am unclean. I'm a sinner who's found in your presence. And I see you seated on your throne, exalted, your glory surrounds you. Now the plans that I have made fail to compare, but I see your glory, yeah. Ruin my life, the plans that I made, ruin desires for my own selfish gain. Destroy the idols that have taken your place, till it's you, Lord, I live for. It's you alone I live for. Holy, holy is the Lord Almighty. Holy are you, Lord. Holy, holy is the Lord Almighty. Holy are you, Lord. Ruin my life, the plans that I made, ruin desires for my own selfish gain. Destroy the idols that have taken your place, till it's you, Lord, I live for. It's you alone I live for, yeah. One day when heaven was filled with his praises, one day when sin was as black as could be, Jesus came forth to be born of a virgin. He dwelt among men, my example is he. Living he loved me, and dying he saved me, and buried he carried my sins far away. Rising he justified freely forever. One day he's coming, oh glorious day. Mountain. One day they nailed him to kill him no longer. And one day the stone rolled away from the door. Then he arose, oh, death he had conquered. Now is ascended, my Lord forevermore. Living he loved me, dying he saved me, and buried he carried my sins far away. And rising he justified freely forever. And one day he's coming, oh glorious day, oh glorious day, oh glorious day, oh glorious day. One day the trumpet will sound for his coming. One day the skies with his glories will shine. Wonderful day, my beloved ones bring the glorious Savior. 'Cause Jesus, he is mine. Living he loves me, dying he saved me, and buried he carried my sins far away. And rising he justified freely forever. And one day he's coming, oh glorious day, oh glorious day, oh glorious day, oh glorious day. Glorious day, oh glorious day. One day the trumpet will sound for his coming, and one day the skies with his glories will shine. At the cross to find the beauty of your matchless grace. At the cross to see a king who died to take my place. It's the moment that you made me clean and pardoned my soul. Amazing grace that I would be allowed into your throne. Not by my own will, but solely by your will alone. I'm unworthy of this love you were showing to me. I see my desperate need, the beauty of the cross is that there's one who has redeemed my soul. Beauty of the cross is that I'm finally free and letting go. Beauty of the cross is that your grace has found me just as I am. Not by my own works that I may boast or I could come, but simply through your Son, the sinless and exalted one. Only through the cross am I made clean to draw near to you. Saved so that you would receive all glory to your name. Everlasting God, from age to age you never change. A true love story remains for all eternity. All the world would see the beauty of the cross is that there's one who has redeemed my soul. Beauty of the cross is that I'm finally free and letting go. Beauty of the cross is that true grace has found me just as I am. Oh, my sinful soul could only be redeemed by the blood of a sinless King. So you came to the world that you had made, conquered sin on the cross, and you rose from the grave. The beauty of the cross is that there's one who has redeemed my soul. Beauty of the cross is that I'm finally free and letting go. Beauty of the cross is that true grace has found me just as I am. The beauty of the cross is that there's one who has redeemed my soul. Beauty of the cross is that I'm finally free and letting go.
And we're going to be hearing more about that. He's originally from New Mexico, but now calls Texas home. Please welcome Jeff Johnson. So, tell us what it was like growing up in New Mexico.
I didn't like New Mexico, actually, when I grew up there. Yeah. I was born in Dallas. My family moved out to New Mexico for my dad's job, and it's very dry, desert, and I got beat up a lot in high school, so I didn't really love
Really? Why?
I don't know. I was the dork kid, so I guess it wasn't the best experience, but I got back to Texas as fast as I could.
Exactly. I think
to start off the interview awkward.
I think if you're from Texas, it's just your favorite state. You never want to leave.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
So first tell us how you got interested in music.
Growing up, I always wanted to sing country music, actually.
What?
Yep.
Country music.
Country music.
But you don't like it?
No, I do. You can't be from Texas and not like country music.
Okay.
I mean, right?
Okay. So I wanted to sing country music. I loved Garth Brooks. Wanted to be the next Garth Brooks. And so all growing up, I just like kind of followed his career and wanted to do what he did. So I guess he's like the one who really got me into music. So
how did you go from country all the way into this more worship scene?
Yeah. It was through a conference called Passion, the Passion Conference. I went in 1998. And it's where I came to know the Lord at that conference, and like watching the people like lead worship on stage, and the Knuckles, and just people that I really admired at that conference. Like just watching them, I knew that that's what I wanted to do with my life. So that kind of changed everything for me, from going from country to singing Christian music, where it became my passion to do that. So
tell us about your latest CD, Amazed.
Well, we just released that this summer. It's a 5-song EP that we did just to get some new music out. We wrote 4 of the songs and covered a Hillsong on it. We've been selling it this summer while we've been out on the road, and it's been going really well.
What has your fans' response been to your new songs?
Good. There's a song on it that we've played a lot this summer called Beauty of the Cross that I wrote, and it's been really good, like a good response from watching students like kind of catch on to it and like make it their own, and it's been cool.
What was your inspiration behind that song?
Main inspiration is a lot of the speakers that I listen to, a lot of the pastors and the teaching that I get from listening to Louis Giglio and to Matt Chandler was very influential in writing for me, writing that song, listening to his sermons. But the premise of the song is that the cross brings glory back to God. And so we always, it's cool to kind of to think about that. And in everything in life, I think if you look back and analyze it, all the teaching I've gotten and what my mind says is that everything will bring glory back to God in some way or some form. And I think the cross is the biggest example of that, where his love was displayed and his glory was shown the most. And so it's analyzing the cross and really looking at it in a deeper way of kind of what it means. So,
do you write all the songs yourself, or do you have help from other people?
Have help. the band, we write songs together, and the music portion especially, like they're very talented, and so they kind of write that part. And but I get help from different people. There's been a couple songs I've written by myself, but for the most part with other people. Yeah.
What's your favorite part about being a musician?
I guess traveling and getting I love to be on the road and get to go out and do what we do.
So y'all have a little van that y'all travel around in, or
yeah, it's not little. It's a big old 15 passenger.
Okay.
And it's my personal car too, so maybe that's why I'm still single. But but it is, yeah, it's a 15 passenger.
What's the furthest you've traveled in it?
Well, I mean, it's always all over the place. Like we just did a trip the other day from Georgia to Colorado, and that was a 20-something hour trip in there. So I kind of go insane in the van, and I start doing random videos and putting them on Facebook and just barking like a dog. And
and that's why he's single too.
That's probably why.
No, it's cool when I bark like a dog, I promise.
Wait, can you do it for us?
No, it's just weird.
They want to see it. They want to hear it.
You want to see it?
I'm not gonna bark like a dog. I'm not. Oh my gosh. Oh man. I can't believe I just barked on my interview. I mean, I do that all the time in the van, but it's just weird to do in the interview. Okay, sorry people.
First.
Well, don't move. We've got more of Jeff Johnson still to come, so stick around.
I mean, I do that all the time in the van, but it's just weird to do in the interview. Okay, sorry people.
First.
Well, don't move. We've got more of Jeff Johnson still to come, so stick around. Welcome back. We're here with Jeff Johnson talking about his latest CD, Amazed. So tell us about the inspiration behind your new album.
Well, they're just different. Each song is different. So I guess each song was inspired differently. Like the first song on the record is called Rain, talking about how God works all things kind of together for his good, and even in the bad times and stuff. And that's just through personal experiences. And then Amazed, I love the story in Job when God questions him and he starts questioning back, you know, where were you? God says, where were you when I laid the foundation of the earth and all these things? And so it's something that, like, when I look at Amazed, I just go, God truly is bigger than what we can understand. And that's kind of, I guess, the premise of that song. And each song is just differently inspired. I mean, each song is whether through a sermon that we hear or through just studying or journaling.
All right, well, this is our favorite part of the show.
Yes.
Where I bark?
No, better. Well, who knows what will come out of this?
I know. It's called On the Spot, and it's just, we're going to ask you some fun questions, and you just have to say the first thing that comes to your mind. So do you want to start off, Becca?
Okay.
Okay, the last song played on your iPod. Can you remember?
I don't know. Brooke Fraser, probably. We were listening to her. Albertine.
Okay.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I wanted to be
a country music star.
Okay,
not just a musician, a star.
Your most embarrassing fashion trend?
Well, one of them, when I was younger, I used to have a blade as my hair. Like, I'd comb my hair and spray it to where it came out like this, like a blade. And so when you move one piece of it, the whole thing would move. And that's pretty embarrassing to look back on. That's just one of many.
We're going to do personality tests.
Okay.
What's your favorite color?
Black.
Obviously.
Why?
What
emotion?
Because I'm very dull. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Once you know what it means, it's going to be all funny.
Cue the crowd.
I'm so lost.
Okay.
Keep going.
So black is your favorite color because it's dull.
Yeah.
What's your favorite animal?
A dog, because I bark like them. I like dogs.
How does it make you feel?
I like dogs.
Emotion.
Emotion, a dog?
Yeah. Like, how does it make you feel? What's characteristics that you like about the dog, or?
Because they like people.
They like people. Okay.
And they're like real loyal.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
And they're like best friends.
Okay.
With you, and because they have hair, and because I have no idea.
Okay. Last question. What is your favorite thing about creation, and why? It can be anything.
Favorite thing about creation?
It could be the grass, the trees, the ocean, snow.
I'm scared of the ocean, so.
What?
Shark Week.
Oh, yeah, that's one of the reasons I'm scared of the ocean.
Watching it right Good show.
I like the mountains. We just came from Colorado. It's beautiful.
Why?
I don't know. I just like I guess it's just a pretty scene. I don't know.
Please tell me. I'm so want to know what this is.
Okay, the first one is how you view yourself, so you think you're dull. And then the second one.
So this was like a test?
Yes. The second one is what you view and what you want in a mate. So you want someone that's loyal.
That barks?
That barks.
That is why I'm single.
That's your best friends. Those are good.
Those
that
are,
has hair. So they can't be bald. So.
Okay.
And then the third is how you view God. So
You think God's
he's a
pretty?
beautiful scene.
You just did a test on me and you just pulled it out of nowhere.
I know.
That's crazy.
Well, you want to keep it tuned right here. We've got more music from Jeff Johnson when we return. But first, check out another great act we ran into on the road.